Hello everyone. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at an article from the Des Moines Register. It's also from the Associated Press. It was published on March 22nd. This article is trying to demonize a city making a choice through the democratic process to stop treating water with sodium fluoride, as I'm assuming the type of fluoride that they were using, which is most likely the case because calcium fluoride is very expensive. Sodium fluoride is a byproduct of industrial production. It is scrubbed from the smokestacks. It is poison. It is not readily absorbed by the body. Whereas calcium sodium is. Calcium fluoride. Why did I say sodium? Because I was just talking about sodium fluoride. But anyway, yeah, calcium, excuse me, that is mixed with fluoride is a salt that the body absorbs more readily. Whereas the other one is a toxin that fucks with your pituitary gland and shit. And other parts of the brain as well. Ida Grove, Iowa. A small town in northwestern Iowa has ended its decades-long practice of treating the city's drinking water with fluoride. Good for them. Sodium fluoride is not good. If it was calcium fluoride, that's a different story. But no municipality in the U.S., except for maybe a rare one, uses the calcium fluoride because of the cost. It would be too expensive budgetary-wise to actually give people the fluoride that they're supposed to get, which they get through natural consumption anyway, because most areas where there's water, it's in the soil and the bedrock and stuff like that in trace amounts anyways. The Ida Grove City Council narrowly voted this week to halt fluoride treatment in the city's water supply, the Sioux City Journal reported. The move comes after city leaders and residents questioned whether the fluoride was effective at preventing tooth decay or presented health risks. Yes, because see, they don't want to bring up the fact that they were talking about the fact that they were using sodium. All right, when this is the case, it was because it was sodium fluoride. Plain and simple. If it was calcium fluoride, this wouldn't be going on in the town. And I missed this the first time I read through this one particular part right here about them talking about this and not have it click. Now it's definitely clicked. They've seen all the stuff on sodium fluoride and they're going, well, maybe we shouldn't be adding this to our water where it's literally industrial waste. Probably a good idea, especially considering that it's got radioactivity to it. That would probably be a good reason to keep away from it too. A recent survey distributed through utility bills found that most respondents didn't support fluoridation in the small city 60 miles east of Sioux City, according to the clerk's office. So the people voted. They said, look, even though it was a survey, it led to the actual city council voting on this. Or the town council, however you want to look at it. Because they went, well, shit. Most people don't want it in their water. Okay, maybe we should go by what they want. Many cities use the mineral in drinking water to promote dental health. No, oh my God. Fluoride is not a mineral in that type of sense. It does not occur naturally by itself. Fluoride is very volatile. It's a sodium fluoride, which is toxic to humans. It's not calcium fluoride that they're talking about here. And I love this. Oh, it's a mineral. If it was calcium fluoride, we might give it to them that. But anyway, a Hawaii lawmaker in January introduced legislation to add fluoride into the state's public water system, while a city in central Ohio considered whether to implement the practice last year. Yeah, well, where I live, the water isn't fluoridated. Where I've lived in a lot of places in New Hampshire, it was well water. No fluoridation going on, and people turned out fine. This idea of fluoride being added to the water. They're talking about sodium fluoride. Calcium fluoride, I would have no problems with, because calcium fluoride is naturally occurring. It's what our bodies are designed to consume. When it comes to fluoride, our bodies have adapted to consume it because it's where water tends to be it naturally leaches into the water from the ground in small amounts. The mineral fluoride is in water and soil, and scientists more than 70 years ago discovered that people whose drinking water naturally had more fluoride also had fewer cavities. Yes, calcium fluoride, not sodium fluoride. But the practice has been debated across the country, and some opponents have argued that its health effects aren't completely understood, or that adding it amounts to unwanted medication. Yes, with sodium fluoride it does, because sodium fluoride affects the brain chemistry. See, they're trying to cloud this, and they're trying to treat all fluorides as the same. They're not. They are very different. One, calcium fluoride is safe to the body. Our bodies are designed to take it in. It has calcium and the fluoride together. Two things we need. I mean, calcium and fluoride, we need both those things. Sodium fluoride is literally a byproduct from scrubbing the smokestacks of of plants, whether they're manufacturing, power plants, whatever. They scrub the exhaust stacks. They get the sodium fluoride out of it. And that sodium fluoride has radioactive elements, isotopes in it. On top of the fact that it's not something that our bodies are designed to consume. And here you are trying to basically make these people look like fucking whack jobs for not wanting sodium fluoride in their water by trying to generalize it as all sodium. Ida Grove, a city of roughly 2,000 residents, began the practice in 1971. Council Doug Clough voted against the motion to end fluoride treatment. Clough said the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention hasn't identified any health risks associated with the mineral and water systems. Because there's never really been done, and never really any studies been done. They don't want to do the studies because they know that they're using sodium fluoride as opposed to calcium fluoride. And if they actually did studies on sodium fluoride, which there have been extensive studies done on sodium fluoride, the Nazis did them. The Soviets did them, and and this is documented, because people go, oh, well, the Nazis, there's no documented proof. Well, the Soviets, there is documented proof. This came out with the fall of fucking communism. The Soviets were putting it into their gulags to basically, how do I put this? Put it nicely, we'll say, to make the people that they were holding against their will, political prisoners, more docile. You know where the Soviets learned it from? The Nazis before they went to war with each other. Well, and during World War II, before Hitler decided to end their little non-aggression pact, like treaty type thing there. Treaty situation they had going on. The Soviets did this. That was with sodium fluoride. You can't say apples to apples comparisons with something, with two things that are not remotely the same. Okay, just because one thing has fluoride in it and another thing has fluoride in it, that does not mean that they are the same thing. That does not mean that when one is safe, the other is as well. Local public health officials, including the town's Horns Memorial Hospital, also urged the council to continue the fluoride treatment. Fuck off. There's no need for it. Not with sodium fluoride, unless you want to fuck up brain chemistry and actually cause more damage to people with it than you would with calcium fluoride, which is actually something the body needs and wouldn't cause any damage. But hey, this is what gets me. People decide that they don't want something added to their water because it's fluoride, even though it's sodium fluoride, most likely from the sound of things, which is toxic to humans. They should just shut the fuck up and deal with it. They should just take it because, it's supposedly healthy. If it was calcium fluoride and they did this, I'd be like, yeah, you're kind of being stupid. Because calcium fluoride is different than sodium fluoride. I've been through this in another video. And I've covered this, before, and I've talked about this before. Calcium fluoride, yeah, Sodium fluoride, no. Why would you want something that's literally pulled, as an industrial waste from, say, a smokestack? To me, the last smokestack I dealt with, like on the note of putting nasty shit into my body on that type of idea, like would be like, say, smoking a cigarette. Same idea. It's a stack that puts out smoke. To me, that's like smoking, putting sodium fluoride in water. It's not needed. It's not healthy. If you want to do it to yourself. Don't force me or anyone else to do it. I gave up smoking, and I don't care if you smoke. I'm one of those types. I'm not one of those moral busybodies. Well, I quit. I'm one of those ones. Hey, man, I've been there. I understand. But that's your choice, and that's why I understand. You choose to continue smoking. And it is a choice. Oh, yeah, it's an addiction, but it is a choice to be addicted. I mean, I quit because of vaping. But the point being, this is something they're trying to force on the whole community. From outside the community. They're trying to basically make these people look like dumbed down, moronic shitbags because they said, hey, we don't want sodium fluoride in our water. That's not how life works. They made a choice, democracy in action. Now, you don't live there. You didn't have a say in it. It's none of your business. Now, butt the fuck out. Anyway, I've covered this well enough, though. I'm just going to leave things here. If you liked this video, depending on where you are watching it, please give it an upvote or thumbs up. If you want to know when new content of mine hits the internet, don't forget to subscribe to one or more of my social media or video accounts listed here. Also, with YouTube, don't forget to ring that bell. You can find all of my video content on both BitChute and YouTube. This may not be the case with other places I upload to, but I will try to minimize this happening. You are always welcome to interact with me at any of these sites on the list, so feel free to do so. If you have anything you want me to cover in a video, when it comes to news or current events, send it right along to me. I will try to do my best to cover it. As always, thank you for watching.